Hello, and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I'm Chris Nur, Chief Digital Officer of Synity, a world leader in enterprise data software, and we're partnering with Chief Data Officer, CDO Magazine, MIT CDO IQ, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers to bring you a series of interviews with thought leaders in data and analytics. Today, I have the terrific pleasure of welcoming Ryan Sousa, Chief Data Officer of Seattle Children's Hospital. Welcome to the show, Ryan. Terrific to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Great to be here.
So let's jump right in if we could. You've been at Seattle Children's for about 5 years, but when I was preparing for the discussion, I see in your background, you've had a broad range of chief technology officer, chief data officer, and commercial IT roles. Can you just give us kind of a brief career sketch and then tell us a bit about your organization and your brief as a data leader in the organization at Seattle Children's?
Yeah, sure. It's my path has been not a very straight one, I think, over the years. I don't have much. I started early on my career, kind of planning out my career, and I knew like in 5 years I was going to be a CIO somewhere, and here was the plan. And after a couple of years, I realized you kind of go where the problems are. And so I think that kind of is at the core. So, I started out at EDS, which was Ross Perot's company, out of school, computer science background, and really got into systems programming was kind of the starting point. But then as I transitioned out, I landed at a company called MCI, and probably a lot of people don't remember them, but they're one of the companies that really helped to drive divestiture at the telecom level. So the reason that we have choices now in long distance is in a large part because of the work that MCI did to sort of kind of break that up. Yeah. And they were struggling. They'd come out of divestiture. They were competing with AT&T. AT&T was killing them. I happened to come in as a contractor and just stumbled into this team that was doing retention programs and really kind of things that were more consumer oriented. And it was an industry that was going through a big shift, right? Where it used to be about products and services, they were shifting to organizing products and services around consumers. So all of a sudden now the consumer became the center of the universe. And then it's about, how do you leverage all this massive data that we have that we're collecting in order to build personalized relationships and offer customized products and services? And so that's where I started. I just happened to stumble into this team. And my personality is very much everything that someone says can't be done. I want to do it because
I love it. Sometimes I ask people, tell me what you think you can't do, and we'll figure it out. So it's
right.
I love that.
Yeah, and so that's probably has been a driving force for me. And as we got into this, we knew that organizations didn't really have a picture. Like they were all the systems were siloed by product and service. Yeah. So first we had to build a view of consumer. That was like the early part of it. And then on top of that, analytics played a role around decision support. And then also we had campaign management and tools like that to sort of drive the engagement. And so that's what we did at MCI. And matter of fact, when I left, we went from nothing to driving a $5 billion revenue stream. In order to get there, though, we had to get off the mainframe, leverage massively parallel technology. This was 93. We were doing predictive models. And so I began to appreciate CRM as a discipline and also the power of analytics to transform an organization, which then, I stumbled into doing this for utility industry as they were going through their, divestiture related type of activity. Then as retail was going virtual, I ended up, working at Amazon. And so did a lot of, analytics work there. And so that has really been my progression, right? So where we're virtualizing, where massive volumes of data are becoming available, and we have the ability to leverage analytics to help create that relationship with patients and families, or deliver customized products and services. Like this is where I like to go. So I'm very much a product and outcome driven type of person. I want to do things that create value. To me, technology is just a means to an end at the end of the day. And so that's why I'm at Seattle Children's, right? So, I had a good friend who was trying to fill a position there. In the process of helping him fill that position, I got to know Seattle Children's better and what they were trying to do. It was kind of a very beginning role in the analytics space. And, I started to look at it and go, wow, if we can break out of the bureaucracy, if we can actually do things more the way that a startup does things, and we can begin to leverage analytics the way that an Amazon does within a healthcare system, we can really transform care. Yeah. And so everyone says can't be done. And of course, guess what I did? I dove in and gave it a try, thinking, 50-50. There was a good chance in a year that we just couldn't get it to work. But it turns out the organization was highly engaged. They were willing to do things in a very different way. And as a result, we went from a very immature environment to, there's a standard rating in healthcare called HIMSS Analytics, and stage 7 being the most mature analytics shop. And we're at a stage 7 today as a result of taking more of this startup approach and product and agile approach to how we do things within the organization.